everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video, we are going bubble crazy. Yes, alright, I know I like the bubbles, but this is totally different, super quick, and we're going to use the metallic. So first of all, we're going to sculpt out the nails. We have already prepped this beautiful nail of Vanessa's.
What a beautiful nail. It's not a wide...
It's not like used for nose picking and bum picking this time. It's a beautiful nail.
It's a beautiful wide nail.
It is a thumb. It's not a toe thumb though.
It's not a toe thumb, but they haven't...
I'm quite glad it's not.
It's like, I think... It's a genetic thing, isn't it? I think is it something that you inherit, that toe thumb?
I've no idea.
If you don't know what a toe thumb is, it's like where the thumb is
a toe.
It looks very much like a big toe. It's like quite bulbous and it's a very short, wide nail bed. I have a friend with one. Her name's Amy. Just telling everybody, Amy. And they are difficult to do nails on, to be honest. Maybe we should get her in just so we can do a thumb. We only want you for your thumb. So I'm going to fit a sculpting form, and as I said, I've already prepped this nail. I'm just going to snip the sides of my form, slide down and snip away, come on, just to relieve a bit of pressure from the skin at the side of the thumbs. That fleshy part can sometimes put too much pressure on the form and we can't get it nice and narrow. Better. We're going to use the dehydrator and the primer. First, we're going to dehydrate with the nail prep dehydrator. And then we're going to use the Ultra Bond acid primer. Wait till your dehydrator is completely evaporated. And I'm going to try my very best to one bead this. It's a big thumb, big wide thumb. Thumbs are normally wide. Can you imagine if your thumb was like tiny? You'd look a bit weird, wouldn't you?
Say it was an alright thumb size. And say it's the widest.
It's not the widest. So I walked through the powder 3 times. I checked. Let's get this cuticle area done. Dipping the finger down. Make sure you clean your brush so it's a nice paddle shape. That'll help you when you do that cuticle area. And we're going to stretch the product down. We can start to bring the finger up. Stretch the product to the length that you want. Obviously I couldn't do a humongous long nail because I wouldn't have enough product. I would definitely not be able to do a 1 bead application for that. But these are just like a salon style, salon length nail. Can I just have your other hand, Vanessa, so I can do a bit of measure? I'm just going to allow a little room for filing. Just want a tiny bit here. And let's wait for that to set up. So I've took the form off. We're going to file this now. So I'm going to do side walls. Both sides. Check down the barrel, make sure they are level. And let's do that cuticle. Get that nice and smooth. You want to create the appearance that the nail is growing right from the cuticle area. And when I say the nail, obviously the real nail is growing from the cuticle area. I'm aware of that. But we want it to look like this extension is growing straight from the cuticle area. I'm just going to buff the nail. Make it nice and smooth. And then I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution. Give it a nice clean. Look at that. So clean. And then I'm going to put on, if I can find it, there it is, right in front of my face, 2 coats of Serious Black. Don't be tempted to put a big thick layer on. Some designs we can get away with just 1 coat. because if we're doing like marbling or things like that, but I want to make sure I've got a really good coverage. I'm going to do 2 thin coats. Pop that in. So I'm going to top coat them now. The reason I've top coated, so they've all got the black on and they've all got top coat on. The reason that I've top coated them first is because I want to leave no room for error when it comes to doing the metallics. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint top coat again onto the nail. So this is the Urban Graffiti tack free, no wipe top coat. Bubble mixture, which is dish soap and water and equal parts of each, and then a tablespoon of isopropyl alcohol, which is your gel residue wipe off solution. Magic ingredient. We're going to squeeze. I just think it's like a little bubbly worm. Make sure the whole nail is covered. Obviously, if you're doing a full nail, pop your bubbly nail into the lamp. Bring that out. We're going to take some gel residue wipe off solution on a pad and we're going to burst all the bubbles. And we're going to wipe over it. Oh my god, look at that, it's amazing! Oh, I love it.
Reminds me of black bags that is that texture.
What bag?
What was it called?
Oh, me nails are lovely, they look like black bags.
Handbags.
Oh, handbags.
Yeah.
Snakeskin.
That one.
Yeah, that's kind of the effect we're looking for.
Yeah. It looks exactly like that.
Looks like snakeskin, and that's what we want. So, we're going to do this on all of the nails. Get that done first. See if we can do 2 at a time. Be really adventurous. And go into the lamp. Burst the bubbles. I love how they always look different. Everyone is unique. Just like you in your own special way.
Extra special.
Extra special. Now we're going to use the metallics. I absolutely love the metallics. So they're like a hybrid polish. So they do air dry. They can be encouraged to air dry by putting in the lamp. I am opening those 3 bottles, yes.
Oh my god. You're just like dicing with death there.
Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the top and add the colours. So we've got a bit of pinky purple, a bit of red. And I'm going to add a little bit of gold into the mix. Don't worry if you get any on the skin, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to do this over all of the nails. You want to just sort of work it and do a little smudgy kind of marbly pattern. Another design that does not have to be perfectly done. You don't want no straight lines or hard lines. You want them to sort of merge together. Right, so you can put them in the lamp to let them dry. Now you could top coat it like that, but what I like to do is I like to lightly file, or you could use a buffer.
Why?
And let me just, can you see what is happening?
So you're taking the metallic off the raised bits, so it
Yeah.
makes the things more prominent, like the circles. The bubbles, sorry.
Yeah. Need a little bit more on that bit. So I'm going to do like, I'm going to do this all over the nail, so you can, it sort of, it makes it look even more deep and makes it look more effective, I feel. So you can use a buffer or a soft file. This is my favourite one. I like how the colours are on this one. Yeah, so it just takes off the metallic off the parts that are raised, and then you can actually see the black from underneath, so that's why I needed the black underneath. You want to make sure you get all the dust off before we top coat. And as you're putting the top coat on, you want to make sure that it sits into all those little dips, and we'll need 2 layers of top coat, which will just make everything a lot smoother. And at this stage, if you need to neaten up, you're going to do that now, because we're going to top coat again. So I just like to run the file around the edges, just so I know it's nice and neat. And all those bubbles have made it, you know, a bit irregular at the edges. And also we can wipe over with some acetone. So once you've wiped over, you can see any of the staining is going to come off. It's sort of, it could be around the fingers or anything. Then we are going to buff to make it really smooth, and then we can top coat again. So you'll have a final top coat to seal and also add extra shine. So once you've buffed, we're going to top coat. Here we go. Final top coat of the day.
Not of the day, love.
Not of the day, no. Final top coat of the video. Bit of cuticle oil. And they're easy to wear as well. Don't they look that cool?
They do look really cool.
They are, guys. Another way to use the bubble effect. Obviously, they're obsessed. I hope you're obsessed as well. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and also everything I've used today will be listed below. Bye-bye. Where have I just put the top on? Zum, 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 zum.
I wasn't sure if that's going to go.
Blubbly? I don't know what that means.
How rude.
Blubbly.
Blubbery nails.